Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is currently fighting with the 29k level number, and I'm going to try to help you here to make sense of the chart in this video. We're going to take a look at the updated Elliott Wave count from the last video. And what we can see here is that generally in the last 24 hours, the crypto market was quite deep in the red, confirming my view that we have started with a high likelihood an impulsive move to the downside. That is what I've been indicating in the last few videos anyway. And in the last couple of weeks, I've said that this is not yet the low for Bitcoin. Even though, and I always have to say that because we hit my high level target area, the low could be in at any time, and Bitcoin has just done the minimum it needs to do to complete the correction now. Finally. We had a similar situation, I think it was end of February or end of March. I can't remember, when a lot of altcoins came into their target areas that I defined months ago. And similar situation there. The altcoins could have completed the correction. They did the minimum they needed to do. At the time we only had a few that weren't in the target area yet. But I also told you that they don't need to have completed the correction. It's only the minimum requirements are complete. And we've seen that they obviously dropped further. Similar situation to Bitcoin. Now that Bitcoin has completed the target area, or come into the target area, the situation is slightly different, because obviously the altcoins are mainly relating to Bitcoin as well. So when Bitcoin is finally turning around and moving to the upside, it could be that the altcoins then, with a very high likelihood anyway, complete their correction. So this is still Bitcoin here, coming down in a 5-wave move here in yellow, which completed the higher level degree wave 3. We completed here also with a very high likelihood a wave 4. That's my current view in this ascending wedge, which was a bearish pattern anyway. And we already started a 5-wave move down. Now I showed you in the last video an alternative Elliott Wave count, and I'm going to go with that because I did make that my primary expectation now for Ethereum as well, and that just makes a bit more sense from my point of view. So let's take a look at that. It just makes a bit more sense in terms of what I then do with that triangle here. So overall, my view is that this here then, that peak, that first peak in that wedge, has been a wave W. So it's so-called WXY pattern, that this here was the X. This hit the W, and that we then, coming from that W, started actually a triangle, an Elliott Wave triangle in, let me just do that, A, B, C, D, E, which I showed you that yesterday, that we had here a wave A, B, C, D, E, and with that E wave, we actually completed here that wave 4, and that we then, it doesn't make a great difference in terms of where we're heading anyway, that we then, coming from here, started already an impulse down, which we talked about. It materialized. It did materialize. Someone asked me, because on the previous wave count, and the reason for that, why I changed it, in the previous wave count, I gave you, let me just show you. I showed you that, I think I had this, I would need to double check. No, let me just, don't know, Google Chrome help. So I think it was here. Let me double check, but told you that this here could have been a wave 1, this obviously a wave 2, and that now in a wave 3 we should get down to at least 27.3k. And I said that is the minimum target for a wave 3. So indicating that this could have been a wave 1, this a wave 2, this down here would be a wave 3, but we stopped at 28.6k for now. It just indicates to me that with a higher likelihood, this is not a wave 3 what's happening here. It might be something different because we haven't reached that minimum target requirement yet. It could theoretically still be one, but primarily I do believe actually that we've seen here a 5-wave move down already, the first 5-wave move, which in the end means that probably the target will be a little bit lower as well, because we can count all of this here now as an impulse down, so that we had this here as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of this. all of this was the first 5-wave move, basically a wave 1 to the downside. And I can label that now as a wave 1. So that is my view, which means that we now expect a counter reaction to the upside. Makes sense because the 28.6k level is what I called out as support anyway. So where do we expect that wave 2 now to retrace to? Let's take a look. The retracement, so we start basically the retracement levels from the beginning of wave 1, which would be here. So ideally you want it to go all the way up to the area round about 29.6k. Yeah, so maybe already the 38.2% fib level would be enough, which is the 29.3 or 29.4k level. And I'll just highlight that in color. So ideally we would expect it to go sort of in this region, I would say, between 29.4 and 29.8k. So this would then be a wave 1 here, and we would expect now a larger retracement of the same in a wave 2 into this target area. Yeah, it could also go a bit higher, but let me take the fibs out. Could go a bit higher, but here we've got a key, I guess, resistance level here around 29.5k. So I guess that will be key resistance, and yeah, that's how I see it, right? That would then be the wave 2, and then in wave 3 we would come down. We can also calculate where the wave 3 should go to, and again that is based on assumptions for now because we don't exactly know where the wave 2 is going to end. So this would then be a wave 3 for 26.5k, and then we could without a problem get a wave 5 to go to 24.5k, for example, the 2.618 fib extension, or maybe here the 3.618 at 22.5k, very close to the 200-week moving average. And that's how I see Bitcoin at the moment. So might be a little bit of a relief rally now, a little bit. To be fair, you can see that we nearly touched that target area anyway. Maybe that was it already for a wave 2, but primarily you would expect it comes up a little bit higher, yeah, depending on the downward pressure in the market now. Looking at the indicators, you see now the MACD turning up already here on the 4-hour chart, indicating there could be a little bit more of a recovery coming now in a wave 2, which can come up quite high. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if that wave 2 came up here to the to retest that resistance level, yeah, the former support, now resistance of that wedge, because wave 2 can come down quite a lot, yeah, and it would look super bullish again. So we need to be careful here. Yeah, this is currently my primary expectation. The alternative was the other wave count that I showed you. The way this has come down now looks very impulsive, and also we have a head and shoulders here now on the chart, which I showed you. I can't remember if I showed you on the Bitcoin chart. Oh, this is ugly, come on. Or if it was on the Ethereum chart, but they all do the same stuff. So here a head and shoulders pattern, and we can even draw the target in for that head and shoulders. Now again, take these with a pinch of salt. Let's see if these actually align. I would have a neckline here at around 28.6k. Let's see if that would align here with my overall target. Probably not. Well, maybe close, yeah. Here that's 25.8k, yeah. So we take that with a pinch of salt anyway, those targets of the head and shoulders. And yeah, this is how I currently see Bitcoin. So it shouldn't be such a red day today. At least I would expect a little bit more of a recovery in a wave 2. But primary expectation is, even if that wave 2 might already be complete, that we are going to sell off then further. But for now I have to primarily expect that we're coming up a little bit higher in that wave 2. And yeah, we see that on the 1 hour as well, that the MACD is currently pushing up higher. So a little bit of a recovery going on, and this could be a small bull flag, a very small one on the 1 hour chart only, confirming that yes, indeed, we could move up here. And so we'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep you updated. I think this is all part of a downtrend at the moment. We're making lower highs, lower lows, as you can see here. The wave 2 will stop that, but on a high level we also will make higher highs and lower highs and lower lows. Okay, that's my view about Bitcoin. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out my channel membership and maybe also the trading course I'm currently offering on the website. This week it's chapter 5 and we're talking about Fibonacci's. Every week I publish one chapter. Yeah, one chapter consisting of various videos. And there will be 15 chapters in total. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.